everybody. How are we doing today, Kara?
Happy Friday, Ken.
Happy Friday. And Kara, I
Happy
think we have some
Friday.
really good news to share today. Should I share it?
Yeah, I wish I had like a drum roll.
I know we talk about. So, after much long awaited ado, everyone, we have been approved by Apple. Oh, praise. So what that means is today is, what is it? It's 11/11. Oh, make a wish. Today is November 11th. We will be live first thing in the morning on November 18th. So we'll be here just ready for Thanksgiving. So whenever everyone's sitting out there talking right in front of their all of that turkey, the great conversation you can start is, well, if cousin Joe is single, I am a matchmaker and I am ready to work with him. So, Kara, how excited are you? Are you ready?
I am ready. I also just want to say and acknowledge it is Veterans Day. So for all those people that have served for us, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the sacrifice and all you've done to help protect us.
Absolutely. And Kara, I know that on our Discord channel, we actually have someone who's intending to make their niche or their specialization veterans because she's been through the military for a long time. And I just want to make a quick shout out to my dad. My dad has been in the Navy for a very long time. So thanks, Dad. And happy Veterans Day, everybody.
Hey.
So, Kara, for today, we are going to bring everyone into the 21st century. We are going to talk about the easiest and most simplistic way for all of us to drive attention, which is social media, right?
Absolutely.
Free, easy. There's a couple platforms. But what we're going to talk about today is actually how do we leverage social media for us? So before we get into the actual tools and tech, Kara, let's talk about social media. So, Kara, what social media platforms are you on right now as a matchmaker?
So, as a matchmaker or my personal, Ken?
Up to you. Up to you. I mean, or let's talk about like what should be on, right? Where do you think singles and kids out there?
Right. So on my personal, I'm working on my professional, or actually I have help. Someone is helping me work on my professional.
Perfect. Great. So different platforms that I'm considering are things we're going to talk about today are things like TikTok, right? One of the most well-known video platforms. The video is quite hard, so we can talk about how to do that quickly and how to do this on an optimum way. Instagram is another one. So how do we leverage Instagram and get people to see like beautiful visuals that drive them to come follow what we do? Usually it's thought-provoking or emotion-evoking. We got Facebook, we got Pinterest, super popular if your target market for either singles or for clients as women. Pinterest is more than 60% women, so like a really interesting space. Right. And then finally, Twitter. Twitter's going to change a lot now that Elon Musk has purchased it. So, it's really up to you. The tool that we're going to use today is called Canva. So Canva is basically Photoshop's worst enemy. Do you guys remember Photoshop back in the day? It was really hard to use, very expensive, lots of tools and things to learn. So Canva is the exact opposite. Kara, you never need to download any software. You open up Canva, it's completely free online. Now today, I will warn you, I'm going to be using a lot of paid features. It's not an advertisement for Canva, so you can decide to use it or not. There's actually a lot of Canva competitors as well. So it's really up to you on what makes the most sense. But I know Canva backwards and forwards. And today, in just this 1 hour session, probably in about 20 or 30 minutes, we're going to make enough content for Kara for an entire month. So we'll do that in like less than 30 minutes.
Wow.
So
a month?
Yeah, the entire month, Kara.
Wow.
So like just to prove to ourselves that we can do this, because I think, Kara, before the video started, we were talking about one of the traps. I see we got some comments coming in. So one of the traps of social media, Samantha says, hey, Samantha, I'm so glad you're tuned in today's episode because we're going to talk a lot about Canva and how to run your social media and start building your brand through social. So like, thanks for being here and please keep your questions coming. So what we're going to talk about today is using Canva, understanding what the purpose of social media is. Really, this is an introduction to you. You're trying to get people, Instagram really pioneered the concept of the follow, right? Facebook, you aren't necessarily going to be friends with all these celebrities and folks, but you might follow or opt in. You're choosing to receive more information from a certain brand or something. So without any further ado, Kara, I'm going to go ahead and bring in Canva. Can you go ahead and see that on the screen?
I can. Perfect.
Fabulous. Cool. So, guys, I'm just going to warn you because this is recorded. I talk fast and I work even faster. So, what's going to happen? Kara can tell you I go fast. So, what we're going to do today is I'm just going to show you some stuff that I've already pre-built for Kara. So, here's a few, social media posts that I created. This is the size of Instagram, also the size of Facebook. And I created all of these in about 5 or 10 minutes. And you can see we're really copying a pattern here. So it says, get ready for, what do you mean you broke up with them? Right? And what is this? This is a conversation someone's going to expect at Thanksgiving, right? And this is something they don't want to talk about. Get ready for, I can't believe you are still single. What a horror, doesn't that make you unhappy? So when you think about social media, you need to think about thought-provoking, right? You're always trying to figure out, if someone sees this, are they going to share it? Are they going to send it to a friend and they're like, that's so you? These are things we want our social media to achieve, and we always, always, always want our tag. Now, Kara, your tag is Kara Finds Love, correct?
Correct.
Good. So, and the goal here is when we say tag, you're really trying to get on every one of your platforms to have the same one or pretty similar. You can also do things like, I'll go ahead and say, we'll do that in a second. We can throw your face in here. So we can do all kinds of things to make it really pop for you. But Kara, I want to start from scratch. I told you in 30 minutes, we're going to make enough content for your entire month. So even though I've made all of these interesting posts and you'll notice, so I want to say one more thing real quick. You see how I've copied the style of post. Obviously, I want to post these back to back. But I might decide to use Canva, for example, focus on your goals, let me find your person. I might decide to use the share function in the top right, and I might click something like share on social. And I might decide to actually share this to a Facebook group and connect my Facebook group and then schedule it. So Kara, how would you feel about making all of your social media in 30 minutes and then be able to schedule it for the entire month?
I think that is amazing. And if I knew this existed, I think I would have been a little more engaged. Because there's a lot of times, I'll go through social media and I see everybody with these really pretty posts that looks like somebody professionally did it. And I always wonder, how are
How do
people
they do it?
making these really creative, professional looking posts?
Right. How do they do it? How does it get done? So, Kara, that's what we're going to talk about today. And what's amazing is, do you guys see this? Whether you work on WhatsApp or on stories or on Instagram or on posts, they already have all of these. And you'd probably imagine, okay, do I have to pay for each one of these? 100% of these are free.
Wow.
Isn't that wild, Kara? So you will
amazing.
see this little thing that says Pro. So I pay about $15 a month for all of the features on Canva. So you do not have to do that. If you don't see a little crown on it, it's completely free to use. Free to save, free to post, free to use. All the images are free. So don't let price tag stop you, but once you get a single client on Cupid, I think it would make great sense. If you're going to invest in anything, I would start with social media because this will drive you more and more clients. But Kara, let's go ahead and get started. So I want to talk about your month. So Kara, we are in November. How about we start planning for December? You decided it's Sunday afternoon or it's Monday morning, and you said, okay, I'm going to dedicate 1 hour to making social media, right?
Yes.
So let's go ahead and find some templates that make sense for December. Okay. So here is my favorite strategy for how to approach social media. So here is one. So this says, hello, December. What are my goals this month? What an interesting, thought-provoking thing, right? This could be hello, December, or we can use this little copy in the top right, this duplicate page, and then we can say something hello, Christmas, right? Hello, mistletoe. I have no idea how to spell that. Is that correct, Kara?
Yes, that is right. Yeah, you got it.
Right. Hello, presents, right? And what we're doing here is we can even take this and we can say, what are my goals this month? So Kara, what we just did is we did 1, 2, 3, 4 different posts, and these could go on different platforms. So this could be your Twitter. This could be your Pinterest. It does not have to be the same, and you can absolutely use it on the same platform. So let me show you one other feature that I love. Again, This is a paid feature. It's called Resize. So right now you see this little square, right? But if we think about TikTok, this is not going to fit on
Right.
TikTok, right? So let's
Right.
go ahead
Right.
and resize this real quick for TikTok. Okay. So TikTok
Uh-huh.
video. And then you might say to yourself, so we just resized that in just about a half second, right? Now, what we do is we simply make it bigger. And wow, it seems like we just made a TikTok video, but we need it to be a video, Kara, if we're going to have any kind of success on TikTok, right? Like
Right.
TikTok's only videos. So what would you do? Maybe you would animate these words. And how would you do that?
Wow.
You would do it all for free. Canva. Boom. How simple was
No
that?
kidding. So just
How
by animating the words, and that fits the criteria for TikTok. You don't necessarily
absolutely.
have to do a personal video or I have to be
Sure.
dancing in the mall with my best buds or anything, right?
Sure.
That's
Right.
awesome.
Now, I can't guarantee that if you can see what I'm doing over here on the left, we could type in Christmas. And I can't guarantee that this is going to like work extremely well, but here's what we can do. So let's say we have like a thought-provoking comment on here. Now, obviously TikTok is very like visual, but let's
Right.
look for one that's like this. So we just go in here, we take this video, and this works for TikTok.
Oh my goodness.
Kara,
Look
we
at
developed
that.
this in 15
That
seconds,
is
right?
awesome.
15
What
se- we took 15 seconds to make that. We could do
that
another
is
one,
amazing. Amazing.
right?
Amazing.
And we can use this little button at the top
Oh
so we
my gosh.
copy and make another one. And so now we have these different videos. And so we can pop over and come to this one, we can come to this one, and then of course we can always change the words and say hello family time,
Mm.
right?
Hmm.
What are my goals? What do I want?
This
Who
is a
am
game
I looking
changer,
for?
Ken. This is really amazing.
Yeah, and I'm so glad we're discussing this today. And Samantha, I see Samantha says yes.
Right? I mean,
So
yeah,
Samantha,
this is amazing. I don't know if Samantha knew this existed, but from somebody, I'm a little tech challenged. And
sure,
it's not because I don't want to be, I do so much want to become more involved in social media. But my challenge is that probably a lot of other people have. We don't know where to go to do this, to create these professional posts.
sure.
So I don't have an excuse any longer.
I, I really love the way you're thinking about it, Kara. I think that's so important because can you see what I'm doing here on the bottom? I'm literally adding jingle bells to this.
Oh my gosh.
So we have audio, and this is what's amazing about like how Canva works. We didn't, and you can't hear it on your end, but like this is playing jingle bells. We
My
made
gosh.
this in less than a minute, and we can copy it over and over again, copy our format. But this was 1 minute, right, Kara? So
Oh my
we
god.
probably made 4 or 5 pieces of content right here that we could share at different times. And so what do we do, Kara? We spent 3 minutes doing this. We go on, we schedule it, and then we're done,
Did you say
right?
schedule it?
Absolutely. So when we go up to the top, we can click share on social and schedule. So we can schedule our TikTok posts. So now we say to ourselves, how many videos do we want to let out on TikTok every month? Let's say 2 per week, right? Well, we've already done 1, 2, 3, and we can change these words and they're different every time, but people are going to like your repetition because remember, when you follow someone, what happens? You're coming back for more. You're coming back for more of the same kind of thing, right?
Exactly.
So, Kara, that's not bad, but let's talk about another one. So, let's say we're doing something on Pinterest, right?
Okay.
So, Pinterest, huge female audience. So
Right.
we go to here, we go to Pinterest, and what this is going to do is we're going to now see lots of templates for Pinterest. And Kara, you didn't have to design any of this, right? Like, just imagine
Me
your
design
words.
that?
Well, think about so, Kara, look at this, right? Like, I think this is really aggressive and crazy, but like more me time.
Time.
Boom. Fabulous post, right? Kara Bell,
That
Matchmaker.
is awesome. This is awesome.
Easy, fast, and like, listen, what's so neat about this is let's say you don't even love this background and you want to like change it to something else.
Mhm.
Oh, said you don't want to do that. Cool. We can delete that background. Cool. You don't like these paint splatters? Delete them. All you do is click it and you delete
Wow.
it. So like there's nothing here. And now we have like a super modern design, right? So if you want
Exactly.
to be more modern or you want to make things bigger, boom, Kara Bell Matchmaker. I mean, it
This
really
is awesome.
is. This is why what I say these days is like, if you are going to like be in business, you need to be controlling your brand. Social media is going to be one of the most powerful drivers of your brand, Kara. So now we have a Pinterest post. We could make 5 or 6 of these, and we can go through. We could change the words and like no more. What do you think I'm gonna put, Kara?
Swiping.
No more swiping, right? What a dream. And
Yeah.
so remember, you're always trying to think like psychologically, what is someone going to see and understand? What are they going to resonate with? You can't fill up this page with like 400 items. It won't work, Kara. No one's going to pay
Right.
attention.
Right.
So,
Nor do you want to fill it up with 400 because you want to make it just simple, have a nice point to it, Ken, not
yeah,
be too busy because people aren't going to really be attracted to it if it's too much, right?
yep, I totally agree.
Okay.
And so let Canva do the work for you. Like when it comes to social media, you can really come in and kind of just use this as inspiration. So, Kara, there's the reason why I'm sure most people don't get into social media is it's kind of exhausting. Like,
Mhm.
look at all this stuff. There's so many things we could do, and that's not the way to like your life is not about doing everything all at once. Your
Right.
life is about deciding what you are good at. So, this is where you're going to choose your platform. Is it Instagram? Is it Facebook? Is it Twitter? Is
Okay.
it stories on Instagram, which are temporary and they're featured once someone sees it, which is a different experience. So, Kara, if you're familiar with how stories on Facebook or Instagram work, someone might follow you and see posts that last forever, but stories are very temporary.
Right.
So, the nice thing is, you don't need to spend more than 5 or 6 minutes saying something interesting, right?
Mm.
Like, I actually love these. I think they're really cute. And like,
Oh, that's cute.
things like this. Post is done. That is so simple. You're not going to settle this here. Like, that didn't take me more than 20 seconds. And that's what
Mhm.
like I find really inspiring. Or you want to do something like this. It's I just like I wish I was more creative, Kara. I'm not. So like Canva is the dream for me because as someone who like I need inspiration and I'm like, oh, this thing looks good. That's what I'm going to use for my brand. And then I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna change it to meet my needs, and then boom, I've got,
Right.
I could sit here with you and we could go through this and get not products, but we could get our social media for probably a month, right?
That is
So, Kara,
amazing.
are you feeling confident that like what this is going to require you to do? So, let's talk about our process, matchmakers. And
Okay.
Samantha, give us a shout out. Like, what do you think? Does this make it a lot simpler or easier for you? I can actually, if it's really helpful, I can go through some of the tools and things that I use to go like quickly or like to make business happen on. Do you think that would be useful, Kara?
I do think that would be very useful.
Cool.
Yes.
So let's say that this is like we don't like this. So we're gonna make actually, Kara. What's your favorite platform? Do you prefer like Facebook? Do you prefer Instagram? Do you prefer Twitter? What are you?
Facebook.
Facebook. Cool.
I think just
And I
because of my
imagine
generation.
well, there's also a ton of people on Facebook, so like it's
All the
it's
old people
fine.
are on Facebook. Yeah.
Yep. So we go for a Facebook post. I got it. Spelling, Kara. Do that. Do spelling well, and then you're gonna be great. So, Kara, pick a design that you like. Ignore the words, and we can totally
Okay.
put. Actually, I think we want to pick one. Let's pick one that has you on it. So we really want to like use you and kind of be like, "Hi, I'm Kara. You've never met me." I think this one is cute. What do you think, Kara?
I like that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't love the colors, but like I
Right.
like it.
Okay.
Let's see. You know what I really love is like we have so many options that we don't have to design. Makes
I
our
know.
life so easy.
So your time will be spent just trying to choose which one you want to work with.
Sure. It's creativity. And let me
Yeah.
tell you, like, for example, you could even do something like realtor on here. And
Mm,
so when you do things like this, Kara, I would even argue these are great for you guys.
okay.
Matchmakers are kind of similar to realtors. So, like,
Do you think it makes
so,
it a little more personal with the photo in and a little more just kind of
well, let's take an example. right?
Okay.
So let's borrow this. We're going to move this down. So now we've got Kara's face on here, right?
Oh, wow.
So I said dream relationship calling. You see how it doesn't fit? All I do is drag. So there's
Right.
no tech to learn. You're just clicking
Okay.
and dropping. Um,
And then it will automatically kind of format it for you. Is that correct, Ken?
so if you drag and drop, it'll do what you tell it to do. So it's
Okay.
gonna go all over the place. But what's nice is you see how I'm dragging, you see these little
Yeah.
lines?
Yeah.
It'll help
Yeah.
me, or let's say I can't figure it out and I get it pretty close. So I'll go to this top right and I'll click position and I can
Mhm.
click middle and then center. How
Okay.
easy was
Perfect.
that? Not bad, right? But
I'll be
like
hitting
Kara,
center a lot.
you know what's a little weird? This background doesn't make sense. So we need something. So I'm gonna click on this background and delete it. That doesn't look
Oh.
bad, but like I like the idea of a background image. So Kara, what would you like to see in the background? Like what makes you think of a relationship, or like what word would you use to search to think of like relationship, or like what are you thinking for a background?
Oh gosh, I'm thinking like something that resembles two people together, happy, maybe a couple over dinner, maybe holding hands, something to do with love and
Ooh,
just that
how,
human connection.
is this too hokey? So, all right, so let me teach you what I'm doing here.
Okay,
So, all I did was I found an image on the left, I
right.
clicked it, and then I drag to make it nice and big. And so, what's going to happen is all you got to do is click and drag, and then what you'll realize, so before you do anything else, you'll want to drag it to the middle or make sure it kind of fits. Now, here's the problem, Kara. What is it doing? Is this ready for posting?
No.
You're right. So, you see how I clicked away? It Canva knew what I wanted. I did not do that,
Okay.
which is kind of crazy. Okay. But let's say Canva didn't do that for me on automatically. So let's say I need to do that on my own because Canva's really smart. But let's just say, I need to do this on my own. So what do? I go over here to this position, the top right, click position, and I'll just press
Mm,
backwards. And what you can imagine is social media or like design is it's like papers on top of papers. So
okay.
you're simply putting it beneath the other one. So backwards, 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 backwards,
Ah,
backwards, and there we are. Boom.
wow.
Now, I don't actually like the way this looks because it looks a little like it's the background is too focused. Like I want to focus on this, and I actually don't even like this text either. I'm going to say like matchmaker calling.
Okay.
And I don't like this. Well, I think it's like it pulls away from the focus. So what do? We go to the top right and we click transparency and we bring this down to about 50.
Oh, so it kind of shades the background a little bit
Well,
to
what's
make
yeah,
the rest of it pop out. Is that what you
absolutely.
did?
Now,
Okay.
now what's happening here that I don't like? We had that green in the background. So I'm going to change this and we're going to go with this. Okay. We're going to make this nice and big and we're going to put it into the center in the middle. And then we're going to position it again, back, 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 or we can go all the way to the back. Boom, instantly. Not
Wow.
bad, right? Then we just make it a little bit more transparent so it's not stealing the show.
Right.
Not bad. And we can even go ahead and change this color because we said, well, that doesn't stand out enough. We can make it, white. We can make
Ooh,
it a little gray so it stands out a little more. But as you play with things, you'll see it'll mess other elements up. But right here, Kara, I love this. And I
okay.
like this to copy over and over again, right?
Yes. Oh, I
Who
love
are
this.
you meeting this Friday night? Who?
And I can see me doing this, just kind of incorporating this with my
Right.
week to get organized, for the upcoming week, which is let me get my social media posts together. Because I feel like it's important for matchmakers to maybe set aside and be consistent about a dedicated time that we're going to make our Facebook posts or our social media posts. Because
Yep.
you say consistency is key for us.
When you think about social media, you have to think about what Facebook or Instagram or TikTok actually wants from you. What
Mhm.
they want, they're a content platform. They're an attention platform, Kara. So the more attention you drive and the more people that see what you do, they drive you more. So it's not a fast game, right? And they definitely prioritize video. So if you can get comfortable in front of
Okay.
video and learning those tools, you will do so well, especially on TikTok or Instagram Reels.
So
But
say I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
go
Go
ahead, go
ahead.
ahead.
So say that again. So
Mm.
Facebook, based on the algorithm, so the more content that I'm feeding Facebook, the more that it's going to start to generate in my friends group, right?
Let's give you an example.
Okay.
So we're gonna go in here and like pick something that's like interesting to us, right? So we might decide that, let's say, Kara, you're gonna have your first foray into TikTok. Okay.
Okay.
We know that TikTok is really popular. It might change now that like it's kind of, maybe becoming less interesting, but whatever. We know TikTok's interesting. Okay. You record a video of you talking about relationship advice, and that video's, like whatever, 15, 20 seconds.
Okay.
You could do it here where you would put your first video here, the second video here, and don't behave like this. I mean, you know what I would actually use this one for, Kara? I would say this is like a conversation of how to dress for a date.
Ooh, I like
Great
that.
piece of content, right? Dress
Yeah.
like this, don't
Know
dress
that.
like this. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
actually,
I
I
love
would,
that.
TBH, I would literally steal this. Like, I love everything about this. And like, you could just take this and say, are you ready? Like, are you ready to work with a matchmaker? Like, this is great. And this whole post is what, like 15 seconds? It's ready for
I
TikTok right
like
now.
that. Yeah.
What I was responding to your question, and Samantha, I'm going to get to your comments in 1 second. But the idea is, video is more engaging. So if you find yourself swiping or scrolling, it's very unlikely that you're doing it on like quotes or like static content, not moving content. We're mammals. We like to see things move around. We like engagement and interest. And so this is
Agreed.
the kind of thing I could imagine would be interesting, right? And so this is what you get to see in the end. So this could literally go on TikTok today for you. You can either change it for your stuff or not. You could change the like text, change the button, hire a matchmaker, keep
Oh, wow.
swiping. I mean,
This is
but to
awesome.
answer your question, consistency is key. Keeping it going, whatever you're going to do, make a commitment to yourself.
Mhm.
Because if you want to make matchmaking your full time business, you need an ample amount of clients. You need to get different people's attention. And more importantly, I would argue your best resource is your clients and your friends and connections. Because how can someone help you so easily? Happens on Cupid every day. We post an update on Cupid's Instagram, and 4 or 5 people post it on their story, Kara. So
Wow.
that post reaches 5,000 people for
Wow.
free. Most
That
beneficial thing you can do. And when you get 4 or 5 clients and you're giving out advice and things like this, you talk about how to be in relationships, you just do what
Mhm,
you already do, but you create content with it.
mhm.
Then that reaches an ample amount of people. And then you'll actually have a problem, Kara, because you'll have too many clients. And that is the beautiful situation you want to be in, where you can accept and deny clients based on your convenience. And that is what using something like Canva and social media can do for you.
I'd
Now,
love
real
to
quick,
have that
Kiara, I want to
problem.
get to the comments. So Samantha said, it's amazing because normally I am used to doing all this from scratch on the content side.
Oh.
And it's really frustrating for you. Samantha, I'm the same, right? If I had to do all this stuff from scratch with no kind of given, no strategy, no like easy way to do it, and there's many different pieces. One is you got to think of what you want to do. Next, you got to think about the platform. What is that platform like? You do not post static content or non-moving content on TikTok. Doesn't happen, right?
Right.
Then, well, how do you get it out there? So then you can design it. Canva's a great option, but then you also need to schedule it and put it out at certain times so it comes out over time. You don't just dump all your content on social media immediately.
Right. Right.
Social media is an important part of your business, Samantha, and I am just so happy you are open to learning about this, because as amazing as Cupid is going to be in just 7 days, the difference is going to be your utilization of the platform. You working with singles, amassing a nice network of singles, finding clients, getting people interested in what you do. That's the dream. And you're going to be able to build like an empire inside of Cupid for yourself.
Right.
So, Kara, I want to kind of move on to the next piece. So, Samantha, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to get some water real quick.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
So,
Wow.
Kara, I think you and I talked a little bit about like a business card, right? Like, something you might be interested in like having to give out to people. Is that correct?
Yes, I think it's useful. I mean, I travel a lot, and a lot of business people say, "Hey, do you have a card?"
Yeah, and so
So
for a event, perfect idea. Now, Kara, do you mind if I give you a little sneak peek into the next iteration of what we're developing on Cupid?
I would love to see it. Share it.
I know we love sneak peeks, right?
Yes.
So let me show you real quick. And of course, like I don't look at like my screen because I have like all this admin access. So what you will experience will be very different. But I want to show you what inviting looks like right now. So when you go into Cupid, you use your invite function. You'll generate your unique link, and then boom,
Right.
you can now start inviting people to Cupid. So remember, Kara, we want to use that unique link. Now, this is what it looks like today. You have your leaderboard, you have all the system, and this is what's going to be next Friday. But I want to show you what we're working on, Kara, if you don't mind. So one of the pieces, and if you guys don't know, I am the lead designer for all things Cupid. So it's me who works on all these things to like make it all happen. So this is what it's going to look like in the future. And the reason why, Kara, is we listened to you guys. So, and Samantha, I'd love to hear what you say. Samantha, I love your comments. Thank you.
Oh, you get a gold star today.
Today. Samantha, the gold star I will take is when you get your first 10 clients and I get to send you a big fat check. That is the gold star that I want for both of us. So, as you can see, what we're actually doing is kind of mimicking a social platform. We're going to focus in on things like your network. And what is your network? That is the quantity of people that you've invited to Cupid. So what this lets someone know is, hey, this matchmaker clearly has a lot of people they connect with. And this obviously grows over time. How many clients do you currently have, right? Are you able to take on more? Are you experienced? And then how many matches have you successfully created? All of this gets bigger and better over time. You'll have all of your different clients and singles you've invited mixed in. You'll have your QR code. So, Kara, what you'll be able to do is download that QR code and throw it right on your business card, which is what I want to use next. So we'll be able to use your unique QR code. And then more importantly, let's say you meet someone, you're at brunch or you're in an elevator, you pitch them on what you do for Cupid, and you're in an elevator, you have 60 seconds, and you say, hey, listen, you don't have time to like get their phone number and send this off. Right. You literally pull up your page, you hand them your phone, and they type in first name, last name, phone number, email, boom. No link necessary, Kara.
Oh, I like that. I've seen that before and wondered how people do that. Yeah.
So as much as I want you guys to use business cards and like get out there and do business, your business card needs to link to here. So this QR code is kind of funny. Whenever someone scans this QR code, it'll literally take them to this page. So it's kind of like an infinite loop. But the idea is this will actually go on your business card. So Kara, why don't we hop in and design you a business card real quick in Canva? And I bet you we can do it in under 5 minutes. I'm actually going to start a timer, Kara.
Are you? Let's do it.
All right. So the timer is started. So we're going to look for business card templates, right? Boom. So Kara, take your time. Tell me one that you like. Which one really interests you?
Well, I like it either kind of fancy or something kind of soft.
Great.
Point
one out that you like. And listen, I really suggest, guys, that we put your face on it. So it's always going to be nice to have that. And I'll insert that. So even if you see one, like I kind of like this one, with the couple. How do you feel about that one, Kara?
I like that.
Yeah? Okay, let's go ahead and play around with it and see if it's going to make sense, right?
Ooh.
So first things first, you need to take your name. So let's actually design this for real. So Kara Bell. Killer, is that what you would like, or do you want anything else there?
No, I like that. This looks good.
We can put professional. We can put whatever you'd prefer. But let's just go with some easy stuff, right? Done for you. Now, I don't like this all caps at the bottom, Kara. So if I select this all caps, you'll see a little button here at the top that says uppercase. You can unclick that. So now it's not in caps, but even more importantly, let's go with a more interesting font.
Okay.
How about this? Oh, I kind of like that.
Oh,
how do you feel?
I do like that.
Too big. It's kind of like Vogue, right? Like Vogue magazine-esque.
Yeah, and I was just going to ask, can you change the font? And then you said, oh, let's change the font. So
we sure can. Now, Kara, let's go with like a different couple.
Okay.
So, Kara, let's actually say that you like work with a specific community and you want to like have a card that speaks to that community. So,
Ooh.
let's say you work with gay couples, right?
Okay.
Just for example, we might decide the smoking is too much. That's really funny. That's like hilarious. But see, this stuff can go in your, like in your content. And it's all like here, it's all free. Oh, this is really
I see
cute.
some great ones for TikTok already.
Right. So Carol, look at this. So when I take this, I can drag this.
Okay.
See, it wants to drag it
Oh,
there. So let's not put it there. Let's drag it and drop it here, and boom,
oh my
done.
goodness. That is
How easy was
amazing.
that? Now, what's interesting is, look, this dating done for you got really difficult to read, and readability is probably one of the most important pieces of Canva, right, or any kind of content.
I
So
agree.
here's a solution to that. We click Effects at the top. We can actually add on something behind it. So you see how I just made it glitch? I added a red and a green behind it, so it makes it kind of 3D. I don't love that. I like a lift sometimes. So what
Mm,
this means is we're adding a little bit of color around it. We can make it even bigger.
okay.
Boom. Now it's
Wow.
totally readable, right? So look at that
Yep.
before, after.
Wow.
I mean, how much fancier does that look, Kara?
That is awesome. What if we can we change the color of the font, the
Absolutely. What
dating
color do
done
you want it
for
to
you?
be?
Throw in black. Let me see how that looks, Ken. It might be too much. Yeah.
Well, what the difference is we can't see it because it's background. So why don't
Right.
we find a photo that kind of works? Ooh, right?
Mm,
I kind of love that. But
I do
let's
too.
say we keep the black. Okay, this is a really interesting queer. I this is so beautiful. Like what a really interesting like little thing here. So let's take our effects away. Now the lift is a problem. So if we click it off, now the lift is gone. But I
Okay.
have a solution for you. Why
Oh,
don't we put another so we can see we have some graphics here. So why don't we take like a stripe or something? Because if we put something behind this, it's kind of ugly. How about like wedding? Let's take
oh,
something. I have an idea, Kara. Stick with me. Stick
okay.
with me. We're at 4 minutes. Stick with me. My internet's struggling, right? Let's say we take, ooh, it's a video. We don't want a video on a business card, but that is a beautiful video. Oh my gosh. See, this is the thing that like makes me crazy about like
Yeah.
social media. There's just so much beautiful stuff. And I'm like, what do I do? So, because my idea, Kara, was I was going to put this in here and that's going to cut it all the way down. It won't let me.
Oh,
So, what we could do is we could take this and put it behind,
okay.
right? You following? And so we
I'm
take
following
this and
you.
we position, we move it up a little bit. How do we feel? Interesting.
I feel like that
It's too
works.
dark. It's too dark
Yeah.
over here. We can't see it, right?
Right.
So I think sadly we just can't use the black no matter
Okay.
what. Like
Yeah.
the black won't work for this. But okay, so Kara, one more tool that we're going to use. Remember this back piece. This is still really hard to read. If we have a challenge with the thing behind it kind of taking over, we can always, phase it in, phase it out. But
Okay.
now we have a stacking and layering problem. So see, this is the stuff that can
Gotcha.
really exhaust people about social media. Okay, like don't let this exhaust you. Do the easy thing, take it away, just make it black or whatever color works, right? And we'll remove this piece, and boom, we have something functional
Mm,
here.
exactly. Yeah, I like that.
Although I don't really love it.
I
There,
think
the background is the problem, I think.
is there a way to be able to reduce my name a bit?
Okay, so it's a business card, Kara. It's got your name's got to be big, right?
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not okay with like reducing your name.
Okay.
So let's go for so assuming you're with queer people, so a couple more pieces we need here. So next piece we need is we need your face. So part of Canva is to frame something. So you see these frames and how they have like a little picture in them. So
Hmm.
Kara, what this does is instead of us having to like format your image to make it look really different, we can just choose a frame. So let's actually choose K. That's kind of fun. I'll just show you. We probably won't
Okay.
use this, but let me just show you what this looks like. I think it's going to look really strange with your picture, but let's see. So we'll take your photo out of our uploads, and what do? We drag and drop it into
Wow.
our frame. Now, the K is
Oh,
a bad choice. Like I think the K is not the vibe, right? But let's go for something. Let's just go for like a general circle.
okay.
Nice, like kind of easy. We need your face on the business card. We want it to be centered. Everything should be
Okay.
centered. I'm feeling like your face kind of fits right here. Let's see. Let's see what it looks like.
Hmm.
And imagine, if you had to pay someone else for this, Kara, what would this cost, right? Like that's
Oh my gosh. A paycheck.
right. So you double click, you drag down, and now we've got Kara's face there.
Wow.
Boom. And this
Wow.
is the
Wow. Wow.
front
Wow.
of your business card. Right
Okay.
now, what we would probably do is we'd probably go in and we'd have your logo, right? And I have an interesting thing to show you, Kara. So you see how there's like a white background that's kind of ugly? So what happens in images when you download something is it takes the background with it usually.
Mhm.
So the dream of this business card is that someone can see this, you can hand it to them, and it might not even need a back. Like you can have a back on there to like explain a little bit more about your business, but and we're going to design the back, I promise, right? But the goal is they can just see this and use it. But Kara, I hate the way this like white looks. It's so ugly. So
Mm.
Canva has a really great solution for that.
Okay.
And the solution for you is this little thing that says edit image. And you'll see background remover. And again, it has the crown on it, so you do have to pay for this, but you don't pay per, Kara. You simply pay 15 bucks a month.
Wow.
And so what it does is it'll try to take away anything in the background of this image. So you give it a second. Boom. How
Ah.
much better does that look, Kara?
That looks much better.
Great. Done. Dating done for
That is
you.
amazing. It's almost like it kind of readjusted where my picture is as well.
Did it? I wonder.
I don't know
Hmm.
because I can see more of the people behind it now.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I actually kind of think that if we were to take this, so you can zoom out, we made this much bigger. And if we actually made like these ladies the focus. So if I were to hold shift, Kara, I
Yeah.
can connect with all of these pieces all the same time. I can move them together,
Oh.
right? And so we actually made your business card like focusing on them. Not bad. It's one concept. And Kara, I'm gonna blow your mind next. So like you can design the back, you can decide if you want to give out your car, your name, whatnot. This is a nice little design. So we can come in here. We
Okay.
can say like we've already got one wedding photo. So let's go for like dating photos, right? So we can take this couple, very basic,
Hmm.
and we can take like this couple. Done.
Okay. I
Like
like it.
that wasn't hard, you know?
Right.
KB, Kara Bell.
So that's
Kind of
the
cute.
okay, so that's the back, and then we have a front. It with the QR code. This is amazing.
Right, and we can put the QR code on both sides. It's really wherever what your decision is. But we'll
Okay.
have the QR code because you don't want to have to put like a link on here and have them like type a link, right?
Right. Right.
But Carol, let me show you one more really fun part about Canva. You ready?
Ready?
Share. We can get it printed right here.
Ooh. Ooh. Send it to the printers.
How easy, right? And I think you'll be shocked by how cheap it is. Wait, why doesn't it want to print? Oh, wait, right here. Print business cards. So look at this, Kara. If I want to make like standard business cards, whatever, 50 business cards, 14 bucks includes delivery.
Wow. That's nothing.
I mean,
Nothing.
we just did this, Kara. We designed your business card in 10 minutes. I lied. It took 10 whole minutes. So 10 minutes and 30 seconds. We designed your business card. We play around with it. We can make multiple varieties. You can test which one people like more. Kara, in
Mm.
this world, you could have one for queer people. Or maybe you decide that you want to work. You have like, I think, Kara, we talked about it. We have a Black matchmaking event coming up. And so let's say you want to specifically make your business card for a specific community.
Okay.
Done.
Wow.
Easy, right? Like,
I like that. I like that, and I
it's
think it would to me, if you came to me and you gave me a business card that is very specific to the community that I associate with, then I that further kind of confirms, my confidence in choosing you because I just feel like, oh my gosh, he knows my community. He knows
right.
LGBTQ.
Q, you
A
got it. LGBTQ.
A I A.
QIA, you got it. LGBTQIA. See, Samantha loves it. So Samantha's
Yeah.
definitely going to use Canva. to like drive her social media. So anything you guys can imagine. And I have one more piece we're going to do. And Kara, I'm going to put a little timer on because I told you we both have a meeting directly after this. So there's one more thing we're going to do on here.
Okay.
So we've already designed social media. We've done, we realized in 30 minutes we can design all the social media we need for an entire month. Done. We designed our business card. Done. And we've done all this in less than an hour. But there's one more piece I want to suggest. So let's say that you decide you're going to host an event. What better way to print some little flyers for your event than on Canva? Design, print, do it all. Here's my event coming up, right? Here's my schedule for this month. Like, let's say you specifically focus on Tampa Bay, Kara, where you and I happen to live. And so you could go in, you could pick out 3 or 4 events that are great for singles and publish this. You just send it out to people, because what is content supposed to be? Content is supposed to be beneficial and valuable to the people that are viewing it.
Right.
And if you can do that, it'll be shared. So you send this out. Or maybe, Kara, you decide you want to borrow something like this. You want to drop this lady out of here. You want to throw in like a frame. Because when I look at this, I say, are you looking for someone? Let me help. This can be a flyer that you might send out to people. You simply change this to the relationship people are looking for. I mean, like, Kara, you see how quickly you take something else, it becomes yours. And then we throw in a frame in here, and then we have like Kara's face. I mean, there's, Kara, I like how you said it before, right? There is no excuse to not learning how to do this, because Kara, let's say you had some questions. What do you want to bet that YouTube probably has a 15-minute step-by-step playable tutorial of anything you're going to need, right?
I love this.
Anything you can imagine. I mean, look at this. Like, I'm designing a flyer that you could hand out at an event, or if you want to. Or what's even better, what I love doing, when you press share at the top, you can just download it.
Okay.
You can download this into a PDF, and all that's free. You download it to a JPEG. You email this to your network.
Wow.
You come to Thanksgiving with something to give people. It can be a business card. It can be all online. You could say, here's my profile, share this, like, here's me now accepting new clients. I mean, Kara, what this is the removal of excuses, right? I'm moving you back to my main screen. So, I lost you. Hold on one second.
And I think that's key, because for people like me, I'm old school. So This is something that I've always wanted to do. I didn't know what programs were out there and how easy it was. I think back in the day, I did try some Photoshop stuff, and that was like, do you remember how generic the photos were back there?
Yes.
Back then they were
ugly.
like photo stock, like a 5-year-old drew them and then put them in there. Anyway, that was so frustrating for me.
Right.
But technology is beautiful, and these platforms are free. So I could see myself definitely upgrading to the premium plan at $15 a month. That's nothing, because this is you have to invest in yourself and your business. And this is a nominal fee in which to do that. $15 a month.
I mean, you get one client, right? Like 2 clients, and now you've paid for your cell phone bill and your Canva, and like, what else do you need to run your business?
You probably paid for your Canva for the year, actually.
Right. In like a month. So listen, guys, like, I don't care if you pay for Canva or not. Like, this is not a sales pitch for Canva. I've used it for a very long time, but I suggest seeking out things that benefit you. So, guys, we have about 5 minutes left before Kara and I got to go, because we both have meetings right after this. So any questions? Samantha, did you learn a lot today? I saw we got a ton of comments from Samantha. Team, all I want to do is remind you that Cupid can be an amazing platform for you to build your matchmaking business, but it's your job to drive attention to you. Because Cupid, as a company, our goal is to have 1 million matchmakers. 1 million globally. There's 180 plus countries in this world. There's 2 billion. There's 2 billion single people in this world. We have a 7 billion person population. So 1 million people is not an enormous amount of people, but that means that there's going to come a day, and it's not going to be soon, probably be 2 or 3 years. There's going to come a day when there's a lot of matchmakers on Cupid. And so we are going to mainstream matchmaking. That's what Cupid's going to do for you. It's going to be in ads, and give me a few years. It'll be the Super Bowl commercial. I'll be right there next to Rihanna, Kara. You get ready. Right? I'm going to shake Rihanna's hand. That's what I really want.
Telling you. Yeah.
Samantha said she learned a whole bunch. Samantha, I'm so glad.
Yeah,
I'm
I did
thrilled
too,
that we
Samantha.
could take the time. It's awesome. But what I'm willing to bet, guys, is if you decide to invest the time and you keep the consistent schedule, doesn't have to be a lot. Post once a week. I think after 2 or 3 months, all of these platforms have statistics. They're going to show you how many people came to your link. Wait, Kara, I actually forgot to show you something.
Yeah.
Sorry. Here,
This is
sometimes
awesome.
give you...
And then those analytics will kind of help you kind of better assess, what's been engaging for people on your social media. So you know which content to post. If people like things are a little more interactive, do they like them a little more spicy or subtle or sexy? So
right.
You can kind of do your own marketing for yourself and kind of learn what marketing is working for you.
Well, that's the problem with marketing, Kara. I think whenever we rely on someone else to do marketing for us, what happens is there's a delay, right? There's the delay, Kara, between what you think and what you want to try and when that person's going to do it, and then how much you have to pay them to do it. So that's why I'm so passionate, especially early guys. Think of doing it yourself, at least to start. Learn what works. And once you have, $5,000, $10,000 coming in every month, you can hire a full-time marketing assistant. Amazing. Do it. Until then, it's all you. Now, Kara, you brought up something I didn't get to talk about, which is analytics. So one of the things, as you can see here at the bottom, so this is your public view. So when someone reaches your page, they're going to look at it just like this. They get to see all this information.
Wow.
Now, whenever we are in, this is what we call an admin view or like a matchmaker view, we'll get all of this visibility, but you'll see public, invited, and joined, right? So we'll actually get visibility. This is your invited tab, and so we can see everyone that has submitted their information to you. So again, building your little mini CRM. And the reason why we do this is we say, okay, Jack Smith, who joined on whatever date, whatever time, right? Let's say he didn't finish his profile, because if he did, it would have said joined and it would have gone pink. You can text him. You can call him and say, hey, Jack, just want to say I really enjoyed meeting you. I'm really excited to get working for you. He's like, oh, yeah, sorry, Kara. Like, I actually really want to do that. Let's get to work on that. Great.
You finish that, right.
And then finally, they go into your joined. And what joined means is they're just someone that you've invited. Doesn't mean they've hired you. But what we're going to do at Cupid is constantly help you track what works. So very likely on this admin page, you'll get something like analytics. So how many times did someone see this page? How many times was your QR code scanned? All of those things are the things that Cupid is going to do for you to make you more successful, Kara. Not bad, right?
No wonder you don't sleep. No wonder you don't sleep. Oh my gosh. This is just ingenious.
All right, and it'll be here Friday. So we're just 7 days away. So Kara, I'm going to let us leave now a little early just because my voice is killing me. Thank you guys for tuning in. Okay, so let me kind of talk to you guys real quick while I have a few of you on about next week. Expect a lot more content from us. We have been sending out very sparse emails. We've been doing, sometimes Kara and I go on video. Expect next week for there to be a lot. I'm going to explain, I'll have individual videos on YouTube explaining every single tool that is inside of Cupid. So you're not going to have to say to yourself, well, how do I use this? Or where is this thing? Or how do I achieve this task? When you meet someone who wants to sign up for Cupid, you need to know immediately what it looks like on their end and how they have to come find you in Cupid and how they subscribe to you and start paying you. Boom. And once that happens, you're going to see visibility. You'll get an entire view into the money you're earning. We're ready next Friday, Kara. I'm not going to stop you anymore. We've waited long enough.
I'm ready.
We're ready to start this business.
And my clients are ready. So,
fabulous. Yeah. Fabulous. And I also will say, guys, so we haven't been advertising Cupid as we've been in deep development, but I want you to expect Discord to get popping. So when we advertise, we're going to start up our advertising machine probably again on Sunday. We're probably going to see hundreds or thousands of new matchmakers every week. So it's going to be busy. We have a lot of people. We're going to have things going on. You're going to see the single network grow really fast. It's kind of that conversation of all like, what is it? Tide rises all boats.
Yep.
High tide, it's all going to move very quickly, which means there's going to be no excuse of saying, like, why can't we make this work? There's going to be so many singles. Reach out to a single, have a conversation with them. Maybe you don't even meet someone in the real world. Maybe you meet them inside Cupid. You chat them up, you schedule a call, and you convert them into a client right there.
Love
Not
it.
bad, right, Kara?
Not bad at all.
All right, Kara, thank you for investing your Friday with me. Have a great weekend. I'm going to be grinding and wheeling and dealing next week. Hopefully my voice doesn't die.
Yeah, you need to
But
get
we will
some
be
rest.
live. We'll be live next Friday. And
Okay.
Kara, you'll be playing on your app during the actual call when we go on our next Friday. But we'll be doing all kinds of giveaways and things. So stay tuned, guys. We'll see you next week.
I'm excited. Bye, guys.
Have a great weekend, Kara. Bye.